What up, and Ways and Fangirls? Fandom Enforcer here. And okay, yeah, I just finished drying my hair. I got out of the shower. I had my hair wrapped up, so still a bit damp, but not crazy damp. So, anyway, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this game called Love and Deepspace. I started playing about 2 years back, about a year or so back, and yeah, actually I started playing like early last year, and I got hooked, and I was hooked. And it's a really good game. It's like I know I'm gonna like destroy the name of the genre. It's like Otome. It's spelled Otome. So if anyone in the comments could like tell me the pronunciation for that, I would be grateful. It's spelled Otome. Anyway, so it's not like it's like basically interactive anime game. It's like an interactive manga game, but this one is like it's like AI. It's like 3D AI generation. You get to actually you get to make your own character and interact with all the love interest and progress through the story and level up and all that. It's a really fun game. So a couple months back, and I think it was May. I think it was like late May, early June, somewhere around there, that they announced the sixth and final love interest, and I was like, yes. And then they introduced the guy Valko. At least that's what he's known globally, Valko. He was basically a werewolf, and I was like, I can kind of see this working, because he's been in development for a while now, and they have a story and his story is tied into the other five love interest stories, and I'm thinking, hey, he might be the key of like breaking the freaking the crazy pattern of terrible fates in each of that your character's past lives suffer through, as well as their past lives had to suffer through. But not everyone was on board. Mainly a good majority of the Chinese players. From what I can gather from a posts from fans that keep everyone up to date with like any changes and stuff. Apparently there was like a number sequence that Chinese fans were like, that's offensive or something. But I don't think. But here's the thing. Just because I think the numbers were supposed to be randomized. Or were supposed to be random, not based off anything, just completely random. And because Valko looked way too freaking different. And by way too different, like not even like, because apparently he was too dark. Yeah. Not because he was a werewolf. Because he was too dark. Racist much? Anyway, so it's like, and then you got back, and the developers, they're known as, globally they're known as Infold. The developers are known as Infold. And the developers have been trying to say, please give him a chance, please give him a chance. And then basically a week before his release, which was like on the latest major update, which is the latest update of Love and Deepspace, they fucking canceled him. They canceled Valko. Now I get it. You like wanted to appease other players, but did you take into consideration maybe checking with your global players too? Because apparently most of the income from Infold are from people who play the game worldwide. And it's like I said, it's a really good game, totally worth it. But now, yeah, so July 9th comes around and everyone's like, bring back. So soon as the cancellation was announced, the whole Love and Deepspace fandom blew up in uproar. Now we got people boycotting, boycotting by no longer logging in the game, no longer making purchases. We got petition. There's also, not to mention, there's also petitions, official petitions, for fans to sign in order to get Infold to uncancel Valko. I actually signed one of the official petitions. Dude, there's like million, like basically almost over 1 million. There was like, last I checked, it was like 500,000. I'm pretty sure it's like over 1 million signers right now. And you got like people donating just so they could like meet how much the money that they put into developing Valko. And the boycott is still still going strong right now, and they even did a blackout. Like no one logs into Love and Deepspace when the official release date that was supposed to be for Valko dropped, which was July 9th. July 9th came around. I didn't log into Love and Deepspace. Like basically a total blackout. Like from what I heard, like a huge majority of the fandom didn't even log in. And it was like, and so far the boycott is still going, but it's like, but here's the thing: for global players, yeah, we'll log in just to play and like check in and see if there's any like news updates of Falcon coming in in the game's inbox. But no one's making. But here's the thing: global players are basically no longer purchasing anything, paying for anything in the game, just doing the free stuff, no purchasing in game. And I'm pretty sure, that's because most of the money that Infold makes from the game comes from global players. So global players stop doing huge purchases or purchasing anything in game altogether. They're gonna lose money. Like people will still log in to play, but they're not gonna buy anything. And not to mention, so if you go to Love and Deepspace, the official Instagram page, it had like millions of followers. Now it like since the day of the cancellation, they've been seeing they met a huge decrease of followers. Like they were like right up here, and all of a sudden within 48 hours, that quick went down that quick. Holy crap. Yeah, so you got people at local conventions, anime, gaming, you name it. You got Love and Deepspace cosplayers dressed up as the main character of the Deepspace who are dressing up as the Deepspace Hunter character avatars, like handing out flyers asking if anyone's seen Valko, which I think was pretty clever. Which is pretty clever. And someone actually had a memorial service, had a bit of a memorial for him at Anime Con or X-Con. I know it's an anime convention somewhere here in the US. And they did a memorial service, and like they just started with like a picture and a flower, and then like more fans just came and like blew up. And here's the thing. Love and Deepspace had some cosplayers on their dime do special appearances. The special appearances as the previous five love interests that currently exist: Xavier, Zane, Raphael, Silas, and Caleb. Now Valko was supposed to be part of that, but due to the cancellation, there was like nothing but a huge ass empty space where Valko was supposed to be at the convention. So everyone who signed up, like, yeah, they went there to show appreciation to the cosplayers. But every time that someone takes a picture of the empty space, they'd be like, "Where's Valko?" So the boycott is still going strong, and everyone's trying to Love and Deepspace to change Infold to change their mind by getting attention worldwide. People might have been putting up like virtual billboards and stuff around the world to bring Valko back. There's also, as far as I know, there are 2 popular tags that are trending. One is Justice for Valko, and the other is Bring Back Valko. Or it's either Bring Back Valko or Bring Valko Back. It's one that way or the other for the second one. Yeah. So I'm personally hoping that they bring Valko back soon, because I want to see how it goes. Yeah. I want to see how his story ties in, and dude, he might be the key of taking care of the bad guys forever, and basically severing like the whole fate of dramatic endings off completely, so like all the love interests could actually start living a normal life without having the main bad guy hidden behind the scenes would stop trying to like control them for a path of immortality or something like that. I'm not gonna go into detail about that. If you want to know the detail, you have to play the game yourself. Well, I recommend you don't purchase anything until they bring Valko back. Yeah, so if anyone from Infold is watching this, those who are part of the Love and Deepspace team, Infold, please bring back Valko. The developers who created Valko worked so freaking hard that he shouldn't be canceled just by your main country's base. That you should at least consider global base to be input, and you should at least involve the input of other global players, because a lot of us were going to give him a chance. Many of us were going to give him a chance globally. I was going to give him a chance because I was like, this might be interesting. Because come on, Silas is like is a dragon and a vampire. Anyway, also to those who take things about Valko way too seriously, development of Valko way too seriously, that causes cancellation. Keep in mind, the game is fictional. The game is fictional. You shouldn't take things seriously like that. They probably just did that at random. Probably did the stuff. Probably the numbers that you guys that people are in uproar about over in China. There might be a significance, but yeah, keep in mind, it's probably just random. It was just random thinking. Random thinking. No, it didn't mean any kind of significance to Chinese history. And just because he was darker than the other 4, what's the problem with that? Yeah, so I'd like to remind everyone who was against Valko that ended up getting canceled that the character is fiction, the love interest is all the love interest is fiction, your character is a fiction, the story is fiction, everything about the game is fictional. It's not real. So you shouldn't like take things so seriously about it if it's fictional. If it's fictional, it's not having any tie-in to real life at all. I'm sorry to break it to you, but the game is fictional. And due to the hate, you basically cancel the game because for what? You just asked for them to change the numbers, and you didn't like it because he was dark skinned. You know that sounds racist, right? Anyway, I'm hoping. So apparently, also I've heard this is not the first time Infold canceled anything, because apparently there's this other game that they did and they canceled the character, and it took them almost like about 5 to 9 months, somewhere between 5 to 9 months to bring said character back for another game that they have. So if we could, and that's because of boycotting. So the boycotting continues, and Infold will have to bring Valko back, because if they don't bring Valko back, they're going to have to delete one of the most popular income-based games. Like, if they end up having to cancel Love and Deepspace, I'm sorry. It's going to be based off both on Infold's decision, as well as the players that caused that decision to happen. Okay, I got a little on my nose now because I'm getting a bit emotional here with the rant, and yeah, it's allergy season. So, bleh. Anyway, so what are you guys? So if you play Love and Deepspace, let me know in the comments below and tell me what you think about the whole Valko cancellation. And please, 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 for love and peace, for love of peace, do not go at each other, because if you do go at each other, I will report you and block you. Sorry, I got blow my nose. Shit. So please do not tear each other apart in the comments. I don't want to be that person, but the person that's going to end up has to delete comments and possibly block people. But I will be that person, just to keep this platform safe for everyone's freedom of speech. Okay, until next time, Fandom Enforcer out. Fandom Enforcer out. Hashtag bring back Valko. Hashtag justice for Valko. See ya.